Hey folks, Species 7 here, and welcome back to the channel. We're here on Volksholm, or People Home, whichever you prefer. Version 1.6.4, and it is early in the morning. I've had a bit of an issue, and you're going, well, surprise, surprise. And indeed, once again, it was my own ill-gotten acts that have put me where I am. However, what's going on is, as you can see, we've got all this beautiful canola here, and she's about, I don't know, half a day away from being ready to harvest, and then we've got this beautiful sheet of horrible-looking gray, well, this in fact is clover. What happened was, when I put this map back up, like when we restarted it there last episode with the reestablished. Now I told you guys I planted clover up here. I also told you guys that I had taken a few mods out, mainly to try and get it back up to a decent running speed all the time. Problem, one of the mods I took out was a thing called night growth. Now, what I understood from it is your crops only went through growth stages at a certain time of night, and it was from about midnight till about 4 AM. And that's fine and dandy. What I didn't realize is that now, whether it's the map itself, which I know that mod was included with this map, or whether it's crops that are planted when you have that, you have to keep it. Basically, what happened when I took it out, I've advanced time 3 days, and no crops grew. Like, absolutely nothing. They stayed light blue on the map. They showed no sign of popping out of the ground. I've got, I think, 4 fields of corn down below for silage, and then this field and the clover, and nothing grew. Yeah, for 3 days, nothing grew. So I reinstalled the night growth mod, figuring that must have been what it was, because nothing else could have had that effect. And I advanced time overnight. Well, whether it was a cumulative thing or whatever, but everything else popped up. I now have, although it's not actually showing. Oh, I don't think I actually planted this field. I think this one I just, yeah. This one I raked up and then sprayed. But the other 2 fields that we own up there have corn on them. And it's currently in a state, woohoo, can I ever jump? Yeah, right down there. You can see the 2 big fields of corn. And it's ready for silaging at this point. So, rah. We also have a couple down by the biodiesel plant that I planted corn, and they're ready for silaging. Or we could wait half a day to a day and we could take them down as regular crop. Unfortunately, the clover, disappointing as that is, well, I guess ultimately we were just going to plow it in, weren't we? So that is, in fact, what we are going to do, is plow it in. Who do we want for that? Maybe we'll take the, is that the 650? Yeah, she's probably a little light. So, oh, it's funny, it almost looks beefier than the 820, but, whoops. Yeah, nice try. I know you wanted to go out and tow the big cultivator, but you're just a little tiny John Deere. And you're not quite up to that sort of snuffiness. Don't know why every darn thing's lit up here. We certainly don't need to be running all of that. We're on dry pavement with no sort of load. So, are you running any kind of a weight? Oh, good, you've got the OEB weight bar on there. So we can fiddly-dee about with you as the need arises. Alright, back her up, coming in. Twitchy in the elbows there, boy. There we go. And we're off. Oh gosh, I thought the hill was on fire, but I guess that's just the sun about to peek over the top. Alright, so sad. Although, like I said, I guess in the long run, if you think about it, it doesn't really matter because we were just going to grind her into the field anyway. Because I don't know that we can actually harvest it. Although I have a rather expanded multi-fruit script running thanks to the Baldacchino farm. There was just a mod pack released, well, a mod pack, a combination of a script and a couple of different things. They were actually originally going to, like the little blue truck that I drive on Baldacchino, that's actually a bread truck. You can use it to pick up bread, which is one of the things that's on that particular map. There is a bread factory, and we will get to it. Boy, I'm hoping I can just cultivate this. I don't have to plow it, because you know what? We don't own a plow. Not that, I mean, buying one would be any sort of a financial burden. The reason we have so much money, I had about 200,000 before I started advancing time. You'll notice it's not going up because we don't have the VGA extension. It's the milk. My. It's a good thing we run diesels in these tractors, because if we had to run milk, we'd never make a buck on this farm, I swear. Yeah, it's just... You're doing a fine job. I think we'll need to engage the four-wheel drive. There we go. You like that a lot better. I love how that actually works. You know, lock on the four-wheel drive, away she goes. Still getting a bit of spin. Where were we? Okay, well at least it's grinding it in. Cool. That's unfortunate, I guess, although I suppose at the same token, it really doesn't matter. Let's see if he manages to turn this around without leaving a big hoop-de-doo. If not, yeah, you're just purposely going to straighten out too soon. Yep, you are. I don't know why. Silly giants. And a piece of gear this big, you think he'd overlap it an inch or two. Come on, go down the road. I lined you up all purty. He really has a hard time starting off. Alright, but like I said, we've got to, I think I'll actually just let him go, even though he is going to make a little bit of a mess. In the long run, all I have to do is run a row up each side, as opposed to hang around and run every single corner for him. So we'll let old Billy Bob Fred there take care of that particular business for us. We, with a hop, skip, and a jump, are headed on to bigger and better things. It's just kind of an unnatural green. I don't know. I don't think it's my monitor because the grass looks, well, grass green. But, yeah, that canola. I mean, I've seen canola. We grow quite a bit of canola in Canada. Funny, isn't it? But I don't recall it being that bluey green. Whatchamacallit? Broccoli. The leaves on broccoli are that kind of bluey green. Some species of broccoli, anyway. We currently have 12,000 liters of milk. And as much fun as that sounds, all by itself, our milk trailer is full. We have to go sell that. But yeah, their cows are producing just dopey amounts of milk. I think we have either 50 or 75 cows. Let me have a little lookity. Cows owned, okay, 75. Productivity, well, it hasn't loaded yet. But there's 12,000 milk sitting in there now. I'm pretty sure these guys have got to be pumping out 500 liters of milk a piece a day. I kid you not, it's just crazy city, man. Oh, which reminds me, I got a brand new trailer mod. Stop when I say stop. That I wanted to have a look at, because I thought it was rather a nice looking trailer. So let's go into our modded tippers. This guy. Because that looks like something we could tow behind this. It does take that. And it carries 41,000 liters, eh? Alrighty. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, let's have a look at it, shall we? Oh, don't take too long. That always worries me. Okay. Alright, let's get them to deliver it, because I don't really want to have to drive this thing. Actually, we're going right by there, more or less. What the heck's going on here? Oh, I'm way past all that stuff, that's why. Okay. All types, tractors, harvestors, tools, and trailers. That's not what I want. That ain't it. There it is. Boom. Reset. Yes. Look yeah. Look yeah. Oh. Wow. I really hope that thing didn't cause that. Alright. Let's have a look here. Well, it certainly is nicely detailed. I'll give it that. An awful lot of scribblies on it, don't it? But dual axles in the back, and then the little swing carriage type axle in the front. It's kind of unique. I don't know, when I saw it I thought, you know, it's kind of cool looking. Can I climb it? Yes I can. Excellent. Ooh. Alright, anyway. Now the big question is, how compatible are they? Always a good idea to raise the pipe before you pull up to a trailer with this sucker. Well, it recognizes it as being a... Whoop. Oh, I like to see that. Nice, nice. Look what we got. The reason I like this type of carriage for this particular harvester is because see how tightly we can turn? Yeah, we just can't manage that when you get the straight axle thing, and that just kind of ruins the whole flow of this machine. There we go. You'll notice I'm using the other cutter on it this time as opposed to the discs. I've got the chrome style, as I'm going to call it. I think it just covers a little more ground. And personally, seeing as silaging is, well, how many times have I done it now? We have absolutely not a drop to drink, so yeah, I'm about done with the, alright, we gotta go back to the main tractor and turn this puppy on. Let's get inside. Nice. And, we're off. Whoa. I can barely see the edge of that. That's way out there. Cool. Alright, let's get us some silage going on. Nice. This cuts a nice swath, doesn't it? I think I can get a little more than that even. There we go. Yeah, this is definitely bigger than the disc. Alright, well they seem to have the right type of fill plane, the 2015 fill plane on the trailer. That's always nice to see. Nice indeed. Very nice. I wonder if it'll get dirty as well. I mean, not that concerned. It is really neat, the washable script and all that stuff. But it doesn't really seem to make too much of a difference as to how the gear runs. So, yeah. That is a decent looking trailer. See her back there in the mirror. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I think that was up on, I've got the link in my last video where I got all of my, no, actually this was on Mod Hoster. Now I know in 2013, see how nicely we can turn? We just could not do that with that other trailer. Whoa! Okay, we got a little bit too good on the turn in there. In 2013, I was getting a little, well, with the 2013 game, sorry, it was actually in 2014 mostly. But, yeah, I was getting a little disheartened with even trying to deal with Mod Hoster because it seemed like they were hosting, oddly enough, less and less stuff on their own site. Everything was uploaded.net, you know, or even worse, that game share modding or whatever the heck it is type of thing that, yeah, I tell you, my antivirus just about has a coronary every time I go there to look at a file. Yup. And the pop-ups, just like you can see, you know, you can see the tabs across the top. Just even Google Chrome is jumping in and going, no, you're too disgusting even for me. So yeah, you might as well surf porn sites, just try and get mods off of there. Alright, we are almost full. Ah, yeah. Don't want to waste that stuff. Very nice now. See, I like that. It's rigid enough I can back it up a few feet. Cool. Well, now I'm pushing my luck. So, let's shut this thing down, because, in all honesty, she be noisy, man. Yeah. Slide her up. Beautiful. Okay, and with that, we're gonna hop up here. Yeah, I've got to empty this milk trailer. I do. So maybe, just for something different, and then I'll continue to do that. Like I said, I've actually got, I believe, a total of 4 fields that I have done up in corn, with the thought of turning at least 3 of them to silage. And I'm hoping, well, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep running them to silage until our big field here is ready for my attention. And we can take all that delightful canola down. Oh, by the way, I think we're at like 88 coins. So, I don't know. I guess because we've reloaded the map. We're probably... Well, I guess I'd have to go to the wishing well, so... Maybe we'll just see how many coins we can collect, because we really don't need to be doing the free fill on the silo. Okay, yeah, we are as full as this gets. So, let's head on down. Indeed. I think we can... there we go. This is a big road, or a big rig for these tiny little roads. So thanks to all of you that are supporting the Farming Giant series. It still amazes me just how much attention that particular little game gets. Although, as I have said in the past, and will again, it is probably one of the best in the genre. So, you know. Industry Giant was good too. Problem with it is trying to get it, we'll deal with that building at another time. Trying to get it compatible with anything that's, you know, basically above a Pentium 2 running a, I don't know, a GeForce 300 series titanium or something, and good luck. Alright, let's roll on in to the Great Milk Station. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm expecting a Euro truck. I can poke my head out the window here, but I just cannot. Alright, we look like we're in our selling position. So 362, 30,000. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, R. That's right, I'm sorry. I'm hitting Q like I could dump it down the hole. There we go. And we still got, yeah, 13,000 liters sitting up there, so more than half a trailer. Okie dokie. You can sure see how the paint dyes don't quite cover This was supposed to be the black version. Yeah, default color, shock green. Oh well, our milk is, oh no it isn't. I'm a little impatient here, man. We're still selling milk and I'm driving away. Oh well, what can you do? I know. Let's go over here and jump up and down on people's cars. How are we doing? 400,000. 403. Beautiful. And we're done. 410K. Beautiful thing. Thank you, milk station. Yeah, I don't think I'll be turning around there. Buddy. Yeah, this rather nondescript looking building here is for dumping all kinds of stuff into to make delightful amounts of money and things like that. We'll get into it. Guarantee. It is, again, another one of the Universal Process Kit toys. So, that's has added a lot to the game. I'm not using a heck of a lot of it on this particular map. But that's because this is, like I said, I like the way this one plays out with just having our sort of normal farmy, simmy things going on. Seems to suit this map really well. Good. Apparently our felon fair doing the cultivating is... Oh, that was so close. I forgot we had mirrors on the side to deal with. Yeah, I guess he's done his cultivating and gone home. So, we'll have to go up and see what sort of a bollocksy little mess he's made of it after all. There we go. And 13,000 liters. Wow. There's the liquid manure. I've already popped her into the tank once. I think the manure trailer is almost full as well, which is alright. We will make use of it. Alright, down we get, and up the hill to see what we can see. And then we will probably color an episode. Like I say, next time we visit here, I should have at least 2, if not 3 of the cornfields down. And then that will bring us to the point where this should be ready, as well as the other cornfield, which we can, oddly enough, and for something completely different, turn into corn. Sure, why not? Everyone could use a little corn in their life. Yeah, see? Dude, it's a tiny little field, and yet you had to leave all this. Well, it's only a couple of stripes on each end, so where are you? There you be. Oh, yeah. Popped into Mrs. Gray for a cup of tea, have you? Good for you. No. Don't let the boss know somebody's stealing your tractor, laddie. 'Cause I cut in parley for you. Oh, yeah. I always forget. Such conscientious workers these days. They always make sure the e-brake's on when they leave the vehicle. Yeah. I figure once a day you hit that e-brake, you've done your duty. Surely. You tell me I'm not going to be able to hit this? You left such a big swath. Yeah. that one anyway. These two are alright. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I don't mind for the amount of help the little hired worker is. He does alright. You know. And as it was just mentioned to me again about Courseplay, Auto Combine, all that happiness, Auto Tractor and such, but, and like I told the, I'm sorry, I'm so horrible with names, as helpful as the suggestion was, and they were even nice enough to leave a link to get the latest version and all that, I'm really not into it, you know. The Auto Tractor has some features that seem like they might be useful because, let's face it, the hired help is just so obviously hired help and seem almost more concerned with their coffee break than they do with my fields. So yeah. Alright, I would have to say that this tractor does a heck of a nice job, because that's a hefty piece of gear to haul through the dirt. You know, we'll even see the big caravans every once in a while kind of having a little grunt on some fields with it. Now that's a relatively small field, and it is only slightly humpy. She ain't like one of the really hilly things that we deal with, so. But nice, now that's all cultivated. It is, of course, a big fail. But I will once again plant something a little better than wheat. Hopefully we'll either go alfalfa or clover again. And take her from there. Try and be a little more careful now that I have the proper map mods installed again. Because like I said, that was one that actually came with the map. Now whether that's the reason, or as I say, maybe it's just anything that's planted under that maybe has some little tag to it, you know. I mean, those scripts have got to hook onto something, and if that's what it hooks onto, then, well, like I say, I blame no one but myself. I took the mod out, even though it was included. So, there you are. It's back in now. Everything seems to be working. We've had a pretty... Oh, actually, you, sir, are also needed down the hill. We've had a pretty profitable morning here on the farm. And it is certainly early yet. It's only 6 a.m. In fact, it's might just haul this trailer up the hill and go for another quick coffee before we get on with the rest of the day. Because in real life, that's pretty much what I would do. Have my first one go do whatever it is that actually needed done right off the bat, and then yeah, I'm feeling like it's time to wake up the rest of my day. So, let's see what sort of a... Now, we do have, again, the silage extension, or far silo extension, as it were, is installed. So, once again, for the silage, one must be incredibly careful as to how you get her into those bins. It has to be compressed just right. The bins have to be recovered whenever you take some silage out, or you will take the chance of it rotting away. Oh, I mean, that's kind of what silage is, sort of, but you know what I mean. It will ruin the mix, man. It will. So, I'm going to call her here, guys. So, if you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, share the video, favorites, all that happiness. Liked it or not, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you'd like to see, what you'd like not to see. Maybe you just want me to shut the heck up for an episode or two. I don't know. And I won't know if that little comment box doesn't get filled in. So, till next time, this has been Species 7, having a bunch of fun farming here in Volksholm. And, yeah, I did it again, guys. See that? That's more than the length of my memory. I had absolutely no idea what was behind the trailer. I was going to head over to the silo and dump it. So, yeah, take care of each other, folks, or you'll end up really old and really foolish like me. Ciao for now.